Nigeria on the world's radar, Trump's CPC declaration, Ted Cruz's warning, and the Christian genocide debate. Nigeria, home to over 220 million people, Africa's largest democracy, and one of the world's most religiously diverse nations. But beneath the beauty, culture, and deep spirituality lies a storm of accusations, denials, and geopolitical tension. Today, we dive into one of the most controversial global debates involving Nigeria, claims of Christian genocide, international intervention, and the United States officially labeling Nigeria a country of particular concern. What does this mean? Who stands to gain? Who stands to lose? And what does this signal for Nigeria's future? In this video, you will learn why the Trump administration singled out Nigeria, Ted Cruz's role in amplifying the Christian persecution narrative, Nigerian government's response and internal reactions, Senate's emergency investigation, warnings from NOA and religious leaders, possible sanctions and geopolitical consequences, and the real-world impact on Nigerian citizens, Christians and Muslims alike. Stay with us till the end, because this topic has layers: historical, political, religious, and international, and the implications could reshape Nigeria's global standing for years. Before we start, hit like, tap subscribe, and turn on notifications. Afri Facts doesn't just tell stories, we break global narratives from an African perspective. Chapter 1, Trump's Declaration, Nigeria on the Watch List. The administration of U.S. President Donald Trump made a dramatic and unprecedented move. Nigeria was designated a country of particular concern, a label the U.S. reserves for nations accused of severe religious persecution. CPC countries: North Korea, Iran, China, Saudi Arabia, Nigeria. Placing Nigeria on the same list as authoritarian states and religiously repressive regimes sent shockwaves globally. The reasoning? Alleged systematic persecution of Christians and failure to protect religious minorities. Chapter 2, Ted Cruz, the political amplifier. One of the most vocal voices pushing this narrative was U.S. Senator Ted Cruz. Cruz repeatedly raised alarm in Congress, publishing statements, pressuring the State Department, and claiming Christians in Nigeria face targeted killings, persecution, and religious cleansing. Open quote, thousands of believers butchered, churches burned, pastors murdered, and the world remains silent. Close quote. Critics say Cruz was influenced by religious advocacy groups and diaspora lobby networks. Supporters call him a voice for the oppressed. Regardless, his voice carried weight, and Washington listened. Chapter 3, Inside Nigeria, Claims and Counterclaims. While Christian communities, especially in Plateau, Kaduna, Benue, and Taraba, have suffered attacks from armed groups, bandits, and extremists, the Nigerian government insisted the conflict is not religious. Nigerian government's position: insecurity in Nigeria is driven by banditry, terrorism, farmer-herder conflicts, and criminal networks, not religious persecution. The Minister of Information dismissed the allegations as foreign propaganda, warning that branding Nigeria as a religious war zone could destabilize the country. Chapter 4, Religious Leaders Speak. This is real. Yet some Christian leaders reject the government's stance. Among them, Prophet Isa El-Buba, who insists there is a Christian cleansing campaign happening silently in Nigeria. He argues international alarm is justified, accusing authorities of ignoring vulnerable Christian communities in the rural North and Middle Belt. His voice represents millions who feel unheard and unprotected. Chapter 5, Know a Warning. Don't let Nigeria become Iraq. In a surprising twist, Nigeria's National Orientation Agency warned that uncontrolled narratives around Christian genocide could spiral into a religious civil crisis similar to Iraq. A narrative mishandled can ignite ethnic and religious tensions. Chapter 6, Senate Intervention. Under rising pressure, Nigeria's Senate formed a 12-member ad hoc committee to examine claims of a Christian genocide. A rare move, showing the government could not ignore international attention. Chapter 7, The Hidden Battlefield, Geopolitics and Power. But behind religion lies geopolitics. Nigeria is a strategic nation. Oil, military importance, growing population, Africa's largest market. A CPC designation is not just moral. It can trigger U.S. sanctions, military aid suspension, visa restrictions for officials, reduced foreign investment, UN and ICC scrutiny, potential foreign intervention narratives. If the world defines Nigeria as a genocide state, it could reshape its future in diplomacy, economics, and global influence. Chapter 8, The Human Reality Visual, Nigerian Families, Displaced Persons Camps, Interfaith Peace Events. Quote, beyond politics are real people, Christians and Muslims, both suffering from terrorism, banditry, and state failure. The truth is complex. Religion, land rights, extremist ideology, poverty, weak security, all mixed into one deadly crisis. And while global powers debate motive, Nigerian families bury loved ones. So, is it genocide or geopolitical pressure? Is the West protecting lives or positioning influence? And how will Nigeria respond? Unite, reform, or break under tension? Quote, one thing is clear. Nigeria must confront insecurity boldly before the world decides Nigeria's future for it. What do you think? Is Nigeria facing religious genocide? Is the U.S. defending human rights or interfering in African affairs? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If you found this documentary valuable, like, subscribe, and share this video so the world sees the African side of the story. Follow Afri Facts for deep African analysis, history, and geopolitics without Western filters.